is massive. Hey, look at the construction of it. Incredible. We decided we wouldn't. Big mistake. Big mistake. I had to come put in.
Hi, we're Jackie and Michael, and we're exploring the rivers and canals of Britain on our 57-foot narrowboat Border Reiver. We'll show you what it's like to live day to day on a narrowboat, and we'll arrive in some beautiful places next to the water. We go and explore the areas we've moored at for the night, and we'll take you with us.
I'm cold. Oh, last night was a fire on and it was lovely, really, really toasty. But we decided. Will do. Michael's off just doing the lock, and we're just about to go under the M25. So that's significant bits this morning. Yeah, we were going to leave the fire on overnight, which is perfectly okay to do. It's really low heat, doesn't need looking after, and we decided we wouldn't. Big mistake. Big mistake. It was cold this morning. It's alright, we dealt with it, but it was cold, so I think now we might be leaving it on. We'll warm up, we're going to share the locks again, and that'll keep us warm, I think. Just going up to Hemel Hempstead. Oh, lock's opening. Yeah, so we stopped last night at somewhere called Hunton Bridge, which is just inside the M25. M25 is obviously the orbital road that goes around London, yeah, just inside the M25. We're going to go under the M25 shortly, after this next lock, I think, and then wandering up to Hemel Hempstead today. So probably about a 4-hour journey, I think. A few locks. So share the locks. Keep warm. Michael's not cold anymore. He's just had to huff and puff with that lock. Nice and steady does it. Just looking at the date on this lock, 1881, which is, 40 years after the Industrial Revolution finished. Gosh, what a lot's happened since 1881 in terms of technology, advancements, world wars. Incredible. Yeah, how long this has been here for. From the peace of the canal to the busyness of British motorways, the M25, just near junction 20, for those of you who know your M25. And there's something from a bygone era going on in front of us. Michael, not that Michael's from a bygone era, but a narrowboat. This is massive. Hey, look at the construction of it. Incredible. Look at that. You don't realise when you drive on it. Look at that down there. Incredible. Great feat of engineering. And I have to report it's still cold. Oh, look at that. Look at that. How high? Lock. We've just opened the paddles on the gate to empty the lock, and Border Reiver seems to be going on a bit of a rapid ride as the water comes out of the lock. At one point we were tilted over at a bit of an angle.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane.
random thing you'd expect to pull out of a lock. I've just found one. There's actually another one as well. What does that look like to you? Well, to me it looks like a watermelon. I think this lock or this pound is owned by Waitrose or Sainsbury's or Asda, or Morrison's if you're in the north. Because look, so here we go. There's the front of the lock gates. We're just about to open them, and look, another random pepper. So that's 2 peppers, an onion, a watermelon.
There it is, you can see the pepper that Jack's just pulled out of the lock, resting on the lock gate.
Not certain I'm going to get under that arch on the left. That's cute.
We eventually found a really good mooring outside Aspley Marina in Hemel Hempstead.
Morning. Well, it's all go this morning. Michael's gone to get the car. She's going to take him quite a while today because we're dropping up further up the canal where we're in the direction of, which is obviously north on the GU. So yeah, so he's got to get a train from here into London out to collect the car, drive the car to where we're going to leave it next, and then get a train back into London and back out to us here near Hemel Hempstead. So I'm not expecting to see him till about 6 o'clock tonight. So I've got lots and lots of things to do today. So first thing is washing, which I thought we'd got a bit of washing, but I didn't realise how much we've got of washing. Our little mobile trolley that we use, a wheelie shopping trolley, is full. He's there waiting to go to the laundrette with me, and then I've got other chores to do, so it's going to be a busy day. What I didn't say when we moored here yesterday was we've got a great spot. We're right next to a mobile coffee shop, which is heaven for me, and I might actually have to take one with me to go and do the laundry. Look at that. It's set up about 8 o'clock this morning, 8:30 this morning, and it's a real social little spot. It's great to see. So I might have to try one out. Coffee in hand, flat white. Right, backpack on, got everything with me, so I might do some video editing while I'm there, and yeah, off to the laundrette. We'd like to thank the people who this week clicked on the Buy Me a Coffee link in our video description. Arthur, Ian Brown, Stephen Osborne and Jenny Ann, a huge thank you. There is a laundrette up here, honest. Laundry finished. Gosh, that was a mammoth exercise. I think that's taken me 2 hours. Wow. Cyril's very, very full. He's full to bursting. Michael's doing really well. He's just about to pick the car up and head on his journey north to where we're leaving it. So back to the boat for me. Oh, hang on. I've nearly lost all the washing. I haven't. Yeah, so, okay, nothing to see here. Back to the boat for me, and I might have to have another cheeky coffee, I think. The sun's come out, that's the bonus. So I've taken my hoodie off. Washing done, everything unpacked and put away, and I'm going to go and have a cheeky little coffee to sit down before I embark on the second task of the day, which will be the shopping. Michael's still doing okay, wending his way north, I would imagine, probably in the car now. So I'm just in a lovely little cafe tapas bar called Darcy's, which is just by the boat at Aspley Marina. I've got a coffee and I've got a piece of brownie, which I know is really cheeky. Anyway, this brownie's come and it's the size of my hand. So I've asked him if I can take some home in a doggy bag for Michael. I'll show you it. It's just huge. That's my hand. Nice coffee. And I'm just about to do some vlogging. Lovely little cafe. Next set of chores. Had a nice coffee, done a bit of video editing, so just off to the supermarket. Trying to get to the supermarket before it rains, because I think it's going to rain today. Forecast not great. So, just at the supermarket, one interesting fact about the land that the supermarket's now on is that it used to be the site of the old Aspley paper mill, which was here for many years. Many years, and obviously now is no longer, sadly. And a second interesting fact is I used to work in the printing industry, and as a buyer for a few years for the printing company, used to buy loads of paper. So yeah, just really interesting for me, being on the site of something which has got a huge long-standing tradition. And on the wall of the Sainsbury's store is actually the old dates that were on the paper mill back then. Yeah, just very interesting facts. So, all my chores are done, everything's done. Shopping, cleaning, yeah, everything's completed today, so I'm really pleased. Michael's nearly home, it's 6:30, so he's been gone absolutely hours. It's throwing it down now. It's proper cats and dogs, so we're going to go have some food and catch up on each other's days. That's what it looks like outside. It's horrid. I've got the engine on, just putting some power into the battery. Yeah, proper miserable. Morning. I wouldn't believe what a beautiful day it is. It's incredible. After last night's massive rainstorm, absolutely threw it down. We eventually went to get some food, which was really nice. We went to the paper mill, which is the pub that's been put or built where the old paper mill here in Aspley Wharf was a number of years ago, and yeah, had some nice food. It was very busy, there was a band on, so yeah, we unpacked each other's stories for the day, which maybe Michael will give you a little bit of an update on later, and ran back in the rain with our brollies up, and yeah, nice evening. It's a bit breezy, but the sun is shining, it's lovely. So we're leaving Hemel today and we're going further north, see how far we get. Coffee lady's doing a roaring trade this morning. That's Aspley Marina, which looks very pretty. I'm quite taken by this mooring spot. That's Darcy's, where I went for a coffee and a cheeky chocolate brownie yesterday. And then there's some beautiful apartments here. Over there's the site of the old paper mill. First lock, just letting 2 boats come through, and then we're going to go in. Second lock of the day, and these have got to be the newest lock gates I've seen. Well, the tops of the locks anyway. Absolutely brand spanking new. Even the mechanisms. Look at that, nice and wide. Brand new wood. Absolutely brand new mechanisms. And they must have attached them to the old lock gates, lock bottoms. Yeah, I bet that took a while. I bet it costs more than you think to replace these. So, just been to the service point, emptied toilets, brown job for Michael, filled it with water and got rid of the rubbish, and we're just waiting for the next lock. But a very cheeky wide beam has moored on the lock landing, so I'm just having to hover in the middle of the channel while Michael gets the lock turned. Sometimes people have emergencies and you've got to moor on a lock landing, but as a main rule you shouldn't do. That's alright. Fortunately I'm in a shelter spot because it is quite windy, but hang on, said that, just getting pushed over, a little shimmy forwards. So yeah, it's quite a sheltered little spot this, so I'm not getting blown by the wind. You wouldn't believe the difference the wind makes to a boat, and you wouldn't think a 57-foot steel boat would get pushed by the wind, but it really does. Yeah, quite a few locks today. We're going to take it in turns, and you'll notice I've had a change of clothing. I was far too warm, so I think between 11 and 3ish it's going to be absolutely beautiful.
So yeah, yesterday was deep joy. Had to go move the car. We left it at some friends near Wallingford on the Thames, and I needed to move it further north, quite a way further north. So 2 trips into London. How
many train journeys?
Yeah, 4.
Yeah.
And then get the car and then take it to where I wanted it to be, and a train back into London, a train out of London to back to where Jack was with the boat last night. So,
and all on a Friday, which is traditionally incredibly busy on the trains and
on the roads.
On the roads, yeah.
Funny thing was, I had to get a taxi from where I left the boat to the nearest train station. So I called a taxi, he was waiting for me when I got there, and I got in the taxi and we set off. Looked like we were going across country in the middle of nowhere. Suddenly we come to this farm gate. The taxi driver said, "Oh, we need to open the farm gate." Sounds like a joke, this. So I said, "Oh, I'll do it." I thought I need to get to this train station. So I got out, opened it was hammering down with rain as well. So got out, opened the gate. 50, 100 yards later, another gate. I said, "Do we need to do this one as well?" Yeah. So I did that, I got out again in the rain. Taxi driver sits in the dry. I thought, who's paying for this? So opened the gate for him. 50 yards later, you guessed it, same again, another gate.
And did he pay you for your service?
Yeah, exactly. So I get out, open the 3rd gate, and I said, "Where are we going?" He said, "Oh, it's just a shortcut." Great. Anyway, we get to the train station, then I'm pretty sure he almost double charged me for what would have been a 10-minute journey.
Maybe he wasn't happy with how you'd opened the gates for him.
It was crackers. It was 5 miles, and he charged me £17 or about $20.
Yeah. Michael was telling me this when we were having some food last night in the pub, and I was absolutely howling with laughter. It was just hilarious.
And then to round it all off, we went, because I was back late, we went to the pub opposite the boat.
I've said
for a meal.
Yeah.
And they had a band on that we didn't know until we'd ordered food, and this band was just so loud we could hardly reach. So we couldn't talk about what happened during the day. Jack ordered some linguine, not crayfish. So it rounded off what was an interesting day yesterday, but anyway, had a glass of wine with it and jobs are good, and so we're moving on today. We're looking for some fuel, aren't we?
We are, yes. Well, there's a couple of places we've got earmarked for fuel. We need to try and get some today because it's Saturday, because I think Sunday they have, a lot of the places have sort of limited staff on, so we'll get some today, I'm absolutely certain. So we're just going past the outskirts of Hemel Hempstead, so if anybody needs any DIY, we're there.
Yeah, give us a shout, we'll get you something.
And there's a very interesting, can we call it a mural or just a painting on the side of that boat?
I wonder if that's the owner.
Gosh, very creative. I've never seen one of those before. Yeah. I wonder what's on the other side.
Not a window, is it? We're not looking into that boat.
That's probably what it's meant to be, yeah.
Hopefully not.
That's a bit of a water torrent. looking out of there. So quick additional update. After that, Michael's feeling a bit jaded today. I think it's after his 8 hours of travelling around the country yesterday. So we were going to share the logs, but he said, nah, will you do this one? So I had to rush my coffee, and then I had a bit of a strop because he didn't pull the boat in, so I had to leap from the boat to the onto the towpath. So, so I had to grump at him with a funny grump. But anyway, it was just me and him and life. Oh dear. If somebody's on board, they'll have rolled out of bed, definitely. Oh, that's got a right angle on it. Where those bikes were, it would have crushed them. Brown jobs, pink jobs, blue jobs, all sorts of jobs. Pull! Pull! But it's sinking fast. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to subscribe. It really helps us.
Side by side, our fears are done. All the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life.